Hello guys, I'm going to be breaking down the WNBA main slate for today, talking about my favorite plays, my favorite fades, and pretty much just everything that's going on in the WNBA because it was hectic yesterday. There was a lot of accusations flying around with Natasha Howard about how she was basically beating up on her girlfriend. Now that's not right, but I'm a fantasy man. And I'm wondering how this is going to affect the slate and if she's going to play and how the usage will affect other players, etc., etc. I'm going to try to use this to my advantage. I want to know if Natasha Howard is going to play. I'm going to fade Natasha Howard even though it's a great matchup because if she doesn't play, I'm going to get the tilt because there's no late swap on FanDuel. I'm always one step ahead of it. Always. That's what makes me so good. I know she's going to be high owned. If she doesn't play, she might be away from the team. That's what I think might happen. I think we won't know this after lock, and I think she might be away from the team. She could just as well put up 60. That's the thing about WNBA. They're not going to tell you these lineups 4 hours, 5 hours ahead of time, like in the NBA. They're just not going to do it. They're going to wait 10, 20, 30 minutes, even after lock, to give us the lineups. But I'm not going to complain about it because I get the same advantage that everyone else gets. You just have to use it to your advantage. And on these slates where there's no late swap, you just have to be smart with the plays. You have to be knowledgeable. I'm going to start with forwards. I usually don't start with forwards, but there's a lot of these cheap forwards that I'm liking. And to start it off, Mavunga. I'm going to fade Mavunga. I'm going to fade Nador. But I'm not going to fade my girl Tammy. She is too good for 3,000. She's too good. I'm absolutely loving this play. Absolutely loving this play. I think she might take over for Talbot, and I think she's going to get 20-plus minutes if Dantas is out. Now, we have to keep an eye on if Dantas is out. Hold up. Let's go take a look at her. She said she'll be sidelined at least 2 weeks. She's been sidelined for... It looks like she hasn't even been sidelined 2 weeks yet, so she'll most likely... Well, this will probably be 2 weeks now. So she'll most likely still be out. There's going to be some forward... They need forward help. And Talbot's not the best forwards. I don't think Talbot plays that much this game. I think they're going to give it to Fagna... Tammy. I'm going to call her Tammy. I can't pronounce that last name. But she was really good last year. She's just a good forward. And I think she'll be able to boss up in this situation. For 3,000, don't be surprised if she gets you that 10x value. With no Maya Moore, obviously. No Dantas. They're going to need someone to start. They're going to give it to possibly Talbot, but they could also give it to this girl. She's real good. She's going to play good 20-plus minutes. For 3,000, I'll take it. Moving on. Peters. These are all plays that you just don't play. Ting. Released. Yeah, like Turner. She's obviously released because she just came back. Yeah. Shepard out with the ACL. I'm pretty sure ACL. Yep. Paris. Jones. Smith. Little is interesting. Now, I'm not a huge fan of Little. I know her potential is very low. So I'm going to fade it. But she's got a little bit of potential. Coates has been playing solid, I guess. Only 9 minutes though, so it's a little sketchy. Stokes is out for the year. Stevens is out right now. Coffee inconsistent. Langhorn, who knows? She might start with Howard's situation. That's something to keep an eye on. Definitely worth consideration. Brown, Allen, Billings. Billings is definitely interesting, but I'm gonna be good on that. She's doubtful, so no. Dolson. For 4,700, she's priced around the range of Rashonda Gray. Rashonda Gray is obviously a fade with Zoe B and Tina Charles just manifesting their situation in New York. You know, it's their destiny to play good together. I don't know what I'm talking about, but she has no minutes. Dolson is too good, too cheap for 4,700. You know, she is so inconsistent, but she's just too interesting for that price. You know, she just has so much potential. It's like you got to think about this as a guard. You know, you don't get many guards for this cheap that have this high of a potential that Dolson has. So I'm gonna put her in. Looks like I'm gonna be fading down at the guard position. Or the forward position. Usually I prioritize spending a little bit lower on the guards and then spending a little bit higher on the forwards because there's so many good forwards. But I really like the cheap forwards today. Now scrolling back down, Russell did really good for me the other slate. I really liked it. I can never play her. Never. Clark's alright. Lavender, It's just like, would I rather have Lavender or Dolson when Dolson's 1,000 cheaper? Like Dolson. Dolson's a better player too. Breland, man, no. Harrison never. Parker never start. She doesn't start. Chanwa, her minutes are drained. I can't go with her. Thornton, this whole Dallas situation, I will never play Dallas ever again. Nope. Dupree, no. I don't know why she only played 60 minutes. That's something to keep an eye on, I guess. Williams, 6,400. It's like, would I rather spend up 300 more for Chiney, who's just a better player? Like, who would I? And it's just like, look at the prices. Like, Glory Johnson or Chiney Agumake. Like, Agumake, of course. Like, Agumake is just way better. And then, like, Collier, no. McCowan, I don't think I'd ever pay McCowan this much for McCowan, ever. Especially on this team that's so, I don't know, bad. I'd say it, quite honestly. And now we're getting into the conversation. Like, I love pairing these Agumake sisters together. They're both so good. But then again, I love Jonquel Jones for this price. But she's just been so inconsistent. So I'm gonna pairing studs together on the same team. It's just like these players are like peanut butter and jelly. The Agumake sisters work so well together. They've been playing so long together. They're just so good. Now to go to guard, I have so much salary left. So much salary. I can spend it all the way up. Let's go all the way up. And let me talk about my favorite guard play, and that's Jordan Canada. She's too talented. In a great matchup, I can lock her in. This is a beautiful lineup. This is how you make a beautiful lineup. You have the cheap. You have the studs. This lineup is great. Now, another play I like, I mean, I have so much salary I can really spend up. I think that a Chelsea Gray is pretty good. Why not go ahead and just stack the Sparks? Chelsea Gray, I love Jasmine Thomas too. How much would that give me if I went with Jasmine Thomas? Okay. I think I'm going to go with Jasmine Thomas. They don't generally guards the greatest on the Fever. So I think I can go there. And then this leaves me a little bit of, ooh, I'm so close. Oh, why do they always do this to me? FanDuel is so good at giving you that, man, when you have that perfect lineup, you just can't go with it. I know every single person that's watching this video has had the perfect lineup, but just hasn't been able to go with it because they're $100 short. This is the perfect lineup. But you just got to improvise, I don't mind Alicia Gray. She's just not the worst. She's not my favorite type of a play, but she's not anything to crack on in a good matchup. Dallas will always rely on her. That's the thing. But yeah, they'll just always rely on her. I think I'm liking this a little bit more. Oh man, but I really like Canada. I just love Canada on this slate. Canada is so good. She's just a baller. Okay. Fade down potentially. I'm just really just looking at these plays, looking who I think will make the perfect lineup right now. You know, these are probably all my favorite plays right here. You know, but wow, I wish I could go with Glory Johnson is pretty good, but her team just doesn't let her to succeed, which is sad. You know, all these players are so talented, but they play for teams that really don't let them showcase their talent enough. But 5002, you know, the thing about Renee Montgomery is she's decent, but she just has a team that, like, they'll play Bentley sometimes a lot, but then again they'll play Bentley like no minutes, so it's really confusing on how to play that. You know, Kia Nurse, I'm not really opposed to Kia Nurse either. That's the thing. Kia Nurse is pretty good. I don't mind Kia Nurse. Kia Nurse is the type of player that can ball out regardless. You know, she can get you that 20 plus points. And that's what makes her such a good player. You know, Kia Nurse, that'll probably wrap up my lineup. So it's going to be a spark stack with Jasmine Thomas, Kia Nurse, and then some value forwards in Dolson, who's too cheap, and Tammy. Overall, though, I'm going to be breaking down some more guards because I just didn't break them all down. Skies is pretty good. Look, the whole Dream Team is inconsistent, and they just lose so much, though, that you have to be worried of going with them. Hartley is decent. Enrique is alright. Hayes, okay. And really, those Chicago Sky guards, they have a great matchup. But I'd rank them Vandersloot, the Shields, and then Quigley. I think Quigley's a fade for me. Yeah, that Sims, Bonner, too expensive. That'll overall wrap up the video. Hope everyone enjoyed the video. This is just a little first look lineup showing y'all who are the best plays on the slate for this main slate. Hope all of you enjoyed the video, and I hope all of you have a great day. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And yeah.